Hi there, brilliant people. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about when to speak your intuition and when not to. Now, what I mean by that is, of course, if you get intuitions about yourself and your own path, well, go for your life. But when sometimes you will get intuitions about what's going on for other people. And then the question is, well, when to speak and when not to. Now, obviously, if the person is a client and you're being paid for your opinion, well, that's one thing. But what I mean is, like, you're more in those social settings, like when you're just talking to somebody and they say something and you get a sense of how that's going to unfold for them, whether they're just talking about a new person that they've met or a new business venture that they're thinking about. If you get a sense of what's going to go on for them, well, the question is, should you say something or not? So we have to remember, of course, law of free will stuff. It's always got to be their choice. That's a fundamental principle of respect. It's about accepting other people's choice and including their choice to hear your intuition or not, because you got that intuition because it's going to help you in your path. So the question is whether that is really going to serve them in their path or not. Well, one of the things that we can understand is, as I said, it's got to be their choice. So you can actually use a principle that what we call reach and withdraw. Now, you all know this, even if you haven't, if you're not familiar with it energetically. Like if you meet someone and you say to them, oh, we should do lunch sometime. And they go, oh, yeah, I'll try to make it. That is a clear withdrawal. Like, okay, they're being polite, but they're really not interested. But if you say, well, we should do lunch sometime, and they go, yeah, I'll try to make it. Well, then that's a reach. Like they're actually feeling like that's something that they want. So we can use this really when we get an intuition as well. So we can focus on the intuition that we get, and we can actually say to the person, would you like my thoughts on that? Or, you just say a little bit of it. So you just give them a little bit of a taste. So, well, I might feel that that's going to go well, or I might feel that, well, what if it doesn't go so well? And that's the other thing. Questions can be, putting it in the frame of a question makes it much easier for the other person to let it go if they're not interested. So we can say, would you like to hear my thoughts on the subject? Or you can say, have you thought about XYZ? And then if they go, oh, no, that's got nothing to do with it. Oh, well, clearly they don't want to hear. So they've already made their choice and they don't want to hear anything that might make them want to make a different choice. So that's okay, because their choice, their path. But if they go, I have, well, tell me more. Then that's a complete green light, and share your intuition. Obviously you want to do it as best you can in such a way that it supports not just your brilliance, because you're sharing it, your brilliance, but you also want to do it in such a way that it is going to support their brilliance. And when you can do that, when it's appropriate to speak, then sharing your intuition, it is a joy, because you get to experience how your brilliance does support other people's brilliance. But in order to do that, we have to learn to not speak when the other person's not ready to hear it, or it's not going to be supportive. So there you go. Practice sharing your brilliance in those moments in which it would be brilliant. And as always, until next time, remember that you're brilliant.